We ended with Lenora and Ivo on the cusp of a fight with a bunch of guards who are arresting the townsfolk for drinking Nog and about to attempt to arrest Ivo for providing Nog. And I think the very last thing that happened was Lenora fired off a bolt from their arbalest. Ivo, I believe you also have the instinct that your arbalest is always loaded. And so I actually want to start with our other two. Loop was in the beginning stages of performing some sort of ritual. And so you're doing this when Dakath comes running back up to your campsite at the edge of the wall, kind of on the far eastern side of Dalaran, away from all the people and the portcullis that gets inside the wall.
So you see Luke kind of like with his heel tracing circles in the ground. He looks at you, waves for a moment, and then goes back to what he's doing.
Yeah, I have my sword drawn, and like as I get close to the camp, I slow down and I'm kind of like tiptoeing, like looking around very like carefully. Has it started yet?
No, I need to make the circles first in order to be able to bring them to me. It might be an hour or so more.
Put my sword away.
Although I usually come around now, so who knows?
Oh, I pull my sword back out. Well, I guess this is staying up.
Uh, may I make a cercination test to do all my cercination stuff for something?
Did you want to do some sort of linked test? You can start with astrology, symbology, folklore, doctrine, or obscure history for linking. Or demonology.
So what is this link test to?
Into your whole summoning process. You can... I think you only have symbology and astrology of that list.
Yes.
And so...
How about I do the cercination test into the summoning test, and that'll be the link. Is that all right with you, or would you prefer me do this in some other order?
Specifically for summoning, it only allows this small list of tests to be linked. So I think its intention is to start with astrology, or symbology as part of your preparation process, and then your string of cercination tests, it can link into that, which then links into summoning.
Well, I'll do symbology because I think he's more focused on like drawing than he is looking into the future and the stars. So let's do it that way. What is my obstacle? Because my goal here is to basically do all the cercination stuff at level 2 and all the summoning stuff at level 3. Because I think that's what I have, or Ob 3 and Ob 2, respectively, because I think that's what I have to hit for all those.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember link tests in particular, the specific rules of it. Because I don't think your ob for this first part would... If you're going for basic ob 2... If you're doing an ob 3 summon, then maybe this would be... Ob 2 would make sense for your symbology. Or maybe op
may
3,
I?
actually. Go ahead.
I'm fine with whatever. I just need to know what I'm aiming for, essentially. Okie dokie. I'll do with Ob 2. May I give you my big dumb list of forks?
And is there anything I could help with? I was looking at my things, and I probably know, but
Do you have like write or something? Because like we're writing on the ground essentially. So that's
is any of it an Elven?
it can be.
Have
Oh.
Elven script?
This is a GM question, not a me question.
The only other angle, Nick, I mean, I feel like at some point it came up that like all of your skills almost are combat, but maybe do you have any like of your like spell skill song kind of things that can like enhance Loop's abilities? I don't know. I
Maybe.
mean, just throwing that out there. I don't know like
Maybe
how
you're
that.
literally just singing a tune, and that's keeping me at a correct pace, so I'm not going weird herky jerky the entire time.
I do just have Thing as a skill, so I could try that maybe. Depending on how generous Reed is feeling.
So I think I would let you sing to kind of help him, but if you wanted to do Elven script, it will, you know, that you would become much more linked into his ritual by giving him, you know, essentially correcting his script as he's making it known to the
With
ancient
that,
folk.
Being more connected to it be beneficial for the purpose of effectively fighting and protecting? Or would it be better to be disconnected and then attack from the outside?
I think you're going to be connected regardless of what you do. So, in for a penny, in for a pound type argument. But
Well, I would maybe actually, I think if you're going to try to help him, you would need to kind of role play a little more together of what he's actually trying to do. So that we can have, you can have a better idea that way.
Donata, I have been haunted by the same series of faces, and I need to get them to talk to me in a manner that is, well, useful to both of us, really. And by both of us, I mean me and them, not me and you.
So your intent is not for me to immediately dispatch them from day one?
No, but I do feel like they mean me harm.
I will be prepared to come to your defense and prepare with the preparations, or assist with the preparations in any way possible.
So, let me explain what I'm doing. In order to bring them here and like make them not immediately attack me, I'm writing magical circles on the ground, and in that I'm writing words of power and like symbols of power. So when I'm doing this, I'm like that is the name of Asher right there in the original script as I know it. And that is the symbol of power that I came to see when I walked past in the fields. And that is the secret word of growth that a separate spirit taught me. That's the symbol of the morning star and the evening star. And that's just a very nice thought that I read from a philosophy book. So if you doing this, well, it binds my soul to the circle, but it also binds my power to the circle. If that makes sense.
I see. So it would be best not to disturb the circle throughout the course of coming events.
No. The circle is my power, but it's also like where I've claimed my power. So, yeah. If you want to help, you can put yourself into the circle in some metaphysical, but also presently written on the ground way. But if you don't want to, you don't have to.
I think I'm familiar enough with that process that that's something I'm willing and able to do.
Okay. Well, then I will do this. All right. I think I made a case for astrology, for right, for philosophy, and I think that's it for my symbology test. And I don't know if you're helping me or not, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm helping with Elven script. I'm using the Elven script to add my like true name or whatever to the circle.
Okie dokie. I like the fact that you wrote your Elvis script right there. That I now your true name in there. Can I add observation to notice his true name is written in my circle? I don't know why I would do that, but I don't know. Can I?
No, I don't think observation's really meant in that way.
I don't think it is either, but I just like the fact that I now know the elf's true name.
Keep it to yourself.
So I'm rolling this against 2, and it's a link test. I'm now going to do that unless someone tells me not to.
Go for it. Lots of 6s.
I'm going to spend a fate on that to explode it because this is a link test, and I get to carry those over.
It's a good idea. Well, I think if you might already get +1 either way. Is it? It was just there. Where'd it go? Page 27.
Okie dokie. So 4 + 2, so yeah, what do I actually go over? I think it's at least 2.
It says, if you exceed the obstacle, gain +1 advantage for their portion of the test. Oh, so you really just have to beat it. So interesting. Okay.
That was more than that, but okay.
I mean, spending a fate isn't always a bad idea, anyways. Just for enhancement purposes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I need to do cercination tests. I need to get 2 on all these, I believe, when I was looking up. And this will include me drawing the fortress circle and the gate circle and the summoning circle and all that. All of the things I'm supposed to do, I'm doing it. And it's going to take like 2-3 hours.
Are you specifically doing a summoner's gate?
Yes. And a fortress circle and all that.
Obstacle equals advantage dice for the summoning test.
That's why I wanted it to be 2. And I don't have cercination tools, therefore it will be double obstacle penalty.
1 hour per
try and
obstacle.
help by
Yeah,
passing-
so it's going to take 2 hours, but it's double that. So,
Okay.
okie dokie.
Nick, you might turn up. Nick, you're a little quiet.
I don't know if I have control over that with the laptop. I guess I could just hold it closer to my face. I was gonna help with this portion with the singing to pass the time steadily with a rhythmic song. Try and keep focused and prepare and warm up my voice for the potential spell song requirements soon.
Yeah, do you want to do this carefully or patiently?
I would love to do it carefully and patiently, because I can get both of those regardless.
Time
So
increased
that-
by half.
So carefully gives me 1 dice, but I run into a... Oh, and I have my other... So it is 3. Okay. One second, I'm going to turn on a light in my room so I can actually see my keyboard.
Extra successes from patiently allow enhanced quality of the finished product.
I would love that. Am I doing a persona on this? Is this the one I want to do persona? No, I will roll a fate. So cool.
So the one thing too, Nick, when you're helping is you'll have to check your own progression on that skill. So his first one, let's see,
Yeah, how does that work again?
symbology test was Ob 2, and you helped with Elven script. So if your Elven script is B2 or less, okay, so that's challenging, I think, when it's the same.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm not looking at a sheet. Might have the names wrong. And then Cercination Ob 4, and you use Sing. What's your Sing?
Also a B2, so that would be challenging.
Okay. I wasn't expecting it to go this well. Alright, so I'm gonna increase my circles to 3 because I can do that with patiently, and I will exceed the thing with the other ones, so that adds another one. It doesn't matter. I get +2 dice because that's how the summoning circle works out, regardless, I'm pretty sure. Okay, and now I just do the summoning roll. Neato burrito.
So do you know who you're trying to summon or what you're trying to summon?
Yeah, I'm trying to summon. I believe we talked about 2 options. One of them was I would summon the saint, and the other one was I would summon the first person I murdered in her service. And I'm think I'm going to do the first person I murdered in her service, because they seem to be wanting to tell me something, but also they're haunting me, like. So I'm going to have them tell me what's going on. That's the thing I'm going to summon.
So you're looking for a revelation service.
Yes. And this should be Ob 3. So you're going to have to change that down there. All right. I don't think you're helping me summon, right?
Unless they're...
No, I don't think there is. I think I just
Yeah.
got to do it. Well, let's
that one
do
feels
it.
like it's on you.
What is my plus dice to this? I'll +2, I think, for the circle. No, +3 for the circle, so +4 in total. Okay. And I need to hit 6, essentially. And yeah, I'm gonna spend a percent on this, because why would I? Oh, hey, look at that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I fail. And you never told me the whatchamacallit, what happens if I fail.
So you did fail, so we'll go into it because you were doing this either way. So
Yeah, I was doing this either way.
Hours go by, and Dakath, you are watching him just draw out this intricate gateway in the sand and the dirt. And he's using all sorts of rocks and little things that are just kind of little trinkets. You're singing to pass the time, and he finally sits at the edge of this circle and begins chanting. You don't recognize anything he's saying. It seems like it's just unhinged syllables and throaty, gruffy noises coming out of his mouth, and as if he's just making it up as it goes along, it would seem to you. But he has his eyes closed, very seriously focused the whole time. And the symbols drawn in the dirt suddenly begin to glow. A golden, fiery glow. And the circle edges are shimmering and kind of, you can see this energy in the air around the circle that almost seems to faintly come and go, as if there's some sort of invisible force there. And within seconds, you feel some sort of pulsing energy emitting from the circle. And this...
Does it feel off or wrong in any way?
It actually almost feels like it's emitting this kind of... It feels comforting, this warm glow. You can feel heat coming out of it. And the night is cold. And a spirit begins to form within it.
I think I draw my sword just in case.
What appears before you is some sort of soldier. Skeletal in nature, but its armor looks almost fresh and clean, as if it was recently shined. Its clothes, however, are rugged, and it doesn't appear this was a very wealthy soldier. Its eyes glow with the same glow as the lettering that it stands upon. And it holds eye contact first with the man sitting on the ground in front of it, and then with you. And it reaches out, but you see that its hand is kind of stopped by the invisible wall that almost shimmers with light when the ghostly form touches it, apparently unable to penetrate it. Why am I here?
You are here because I summoned you. Because I need to ask you questions. First, let me introduce myself. I'm but a humble merchant of Asher. Who are you?
I am one of those slain by Asher. How dare you summon me? Do you bring me forth so you can mock me further?
I bring you forth to know why you haunt me still. What do you know of the other side? It seems someone has caused harm to the great saint. Do you know of anything amongst the dead who have spoke of this?
You are deluded to think the one you follow is a saint. And it is not I who stalk you, but you have summoned them alongside me nonetheless. They escaped your measly circle.
Who are they?
The true God. And then it kind of laughs, this unnatural, unearthly laugh at you.
What do you want from me that I can give you that you will tell me this information?
Pay tribute to the true God, Anti. The temple to the north, the one of your saint. Defile it. Burn down the old ways, the one of the evil one, and hail the new holy lord, Anti. And I
if I
shall
refuse, what will you do?
I will leave back to my realm. The air here burns me.
Do you not wish a second chance at life?
You cannot give me that.
Oh, I am a clever man. I brought you here. Tell me again, what is the limit of my power?
Not as clever as you think.
No.
Your power,
Still,
your power is only given as much as he chooses to give you.
and who is this he you are speaking of? Auntie?
Anti's Holy One. You follow a god of death and destruction. Anti brings peace and light and fire.
Luke looks to Danatha.
To Koth.
Sorry.
I was getting ready to start singing the Song of the Sword when he said the others escaped the circle. And looking around paranoid. Almost just not even listening to the conversation anymore.
You know, so you're telling me that it is not my ghosts that haunt me, but is the ghosts of my enemy?
You know not who your enemy is.
Please tell me.
Your saint was a pretender. Go forth to the chapel in the north and find the scythe. Learn the truth. But only if you agree.
I do not agree. I thank you for your time. If you tell me where your body is, I will go to there and bury it. But beyond that, I am not bound to you.
Without the tribute, you will never receive the scythe. You did not deserve it. And then kind of a black smoke starts to form in its hands and become this otherworldly ethereal sword, and it starts to step through, almost fighting to break through the circle.
So I think that's my cue. I'd mentioned starting to do the Song of the Sword. I think I was gonna go for the Singing Blade, the Ob2. Is that just a flat roll?
Yes, because it's a song.
Okay.
Let me change the ob. Okay.
Do I click the die roll? Okay, yeah, there we go.
We're rolling hot tonight.
So now my sword dice are open-ended.
We're spending a fate point to blow those sixes up.
It's a magical test. You didn't need to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I missed that. Sorry.
No problem. You have to defend me.
Yeah, so now I get in there and get in the way. Try and slay this ghost. Send it back to its unrest. Sorry, that would have been a routine test, I assume.
Your sword test? Yeah.
Or the
Or your
sword test,
sword
yeah.
test, yeah.
Yeah, I don't benefit from those. Why did I roll 9 dice?
You rolled sixes, and because it's a magical test, you
Oh,
rolled
the-
another d6.
Gotcha.
It just automatically does it, I think.
Yeah.
It's been automatically adding my fate and persona points when I click the button, so it's actually really useful.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So is that combat then? A fight?
I think so.
This is nice. I want to see this in action.
So I might have to. I'm gonna test if I have to pull an icon out for you.
And a question
Put you in combat. Okay. Yeah.
with skill song or spell songs. So once I've made this test, I only get the benefit while I am singing it, or has it like enchanted the sword for some amount of time?
I forget what the duration is. Song of the Sword.
I think it's while you're.
Okay.
I think it's for the duration of combat.
Okay.
Okay.
So could I then also sing the Ballad of Rage to see, get my grief forked into my weapon skill or something else?
Yeah, I think that makes sense to me.
Okay. Should I do that now then, or should that happen in the action economy of fight?
That'll be a part of the fight, actually. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Wait, you're fighting the spirit?
Yep.
Okay.
It's
okay.
trying to break out of the circle, and it's formed a weapon.
If I die, it'll give me an opportunity to make a character that's not so focused on fighting.
But I haven't seen fight in action because all these Burning Wheel games that we try to start falter before we get to it. So I haven't done a fight in like 15 years or something. So I'm
20
excited to see.
20 actions of spell songs can be performed in a duel of wits or range and cover, but in fight, no actual actions are devoted to it. They are merely listed for timing purposes. So
That means when it goes off.
Yeah. So what was it called again? Song of what?
Song of the Sword is the first one that I've got going, and then if I need to keep singing to maintain that, I'll do that. But if it's an effect that continues, that persists, then Ballad of Rage is the other one that would let me. That would let me fork grief into my weapon skill.
That seems like it would be useful.
I think they have to be sustained.
Yeah, that was my intent, or my initial understanding as well. And also makes me question why I took Ballad of Rage instead of something more useful.
I'm sorry, I was doing something else. So, Ballad of Rage. Why wouldn't you use it?
If Song of the Sword needs to be sustained.
I think
to
I played
continue.
an elf in the last game, and I think the spell songs need to be sustained. But
Oh, you're right here. So, elves may only sing one song at a time, continuously for a number of hours equal to their will exponent. And so, yeah, they cannot be used in tandem.
Cool. Yeah. I should not have Ballad of Rage then. So yeah, just doing the one that I got did the test for.
Alrighty. I guess extra bonuses don't matter, but so which one you did ob 2, so it gets
Open-ended sword dice.
alrighty. So if you go into, I wonder if I have to show this to you. There we go. Okay. Are you able to
Affect ghosts? I mean, I can. I got spirit binding. I can do it with that. I would love to help with this.
Where are you? Ooh,
I'm the top one.
Donru. There we go.
Yay!
Well, I have a weird. It gives me this add new fighter list inside this. I think it's an alphabetical. So, are you able to pick what you do with that? Action 1. Do you have your own little drop boxes at all?
I do. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, I need to check one thing also really quick.
I need to look up spirit binding and fight. I didn't know it would go this way.
What was it?
Oh, I think also there was supposed to be a hesitation test from Wonderment.
That's what I was just looking into.
I think I'm literally the only person who needs to roll for that.
Can ghosts be wondered?
So actually, you both, all of you, make a steel test, and because you're singing, it makes one as well.
But I don't think the cost needs to roll one, but I'll roll one.
Do I?
I would. Ooh.
Oh shit!
There's a good
That's
question.
my health.
It's
That's not right. Let me roll my steel. That's probably better. I roll exactly the same.
So are you saying that I need to roll one as well?
yes. It's a trait that it has, if I remember. Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. So it says if it makes something roll a steel test, it's at a +1 ob. It doesn't actually cause you to make a steel by viewing it. Okay. So we will disregard your steel test then as well. But it will make one against Wonderment.
Can I ask what pages you all are getting all this on? Because I'm in the fight section, but I know you all are like referencing magic stuff too. So
I'm in the summoning section of the Codex.
yeah, I'm just trying to kind of follow along as best I can.
Steel 7, hesitation none. Oh, there it is. 8. Wait, why can't I read? Might be hesitation 1. I had, so it lets me make NPCs, but then it like wouldn't let me roll weapon attacks with it, and so I've had to make it into a character sheet, but the stats aren't correct yet. Okay, it actually has hesitation of 1, steel 7.
Oof. Makes sense for a ghost.
Does make sense for you. Yeah, so we're not gonna make this thing a frigate, is what I'm hearing.
There's a chance, I guess. I have to put this in real quick, though. The hesitation I can't change, but... Oh, here we go. Why does it keep doing that?
What is my reflexes? My reflexes are 4. Hey, look at that. Oh, so for 3 I'm doing that. Okay.
Okay. So it is not affected by your wonderment, but you do have a nice little bonus against it. And then I will set up my volleys real quick. Has everybody done that yet?
I'm
No.
picking my fear actions, and it's going to be a funny set of things.
No, you actually, that I was wrong about that. He doesn't cause a steel test just by being close to him, unless you think your character would roll a steel test as it starts to break through your barrier.
I think he has to make a
I know
skill
enough
test
to
from
know
the
that's scary.
spell song.
Oh,
Sorry, say that again?
that's right. The wonderment affects you either way. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Okay. My mistake. Alrighty.
I'm just scripting a bunch of run screamings into this.
So remind me, it's been a while, and I unfortunately left my book at home. So this is sort of a paper rock scissors-esque thing, right?
Yes.
It's like Torchbearer, but like just way more nuanced and like way more options for
Yeah.
decision points.
And the barrier is the barrier preventing it from getting out, like separating between the two of us?
The barrier is the cage I put it in when it's summoned. It is breaking 3 of that, and it seems to want to do me harm.
Sure.
So, Nick, you don't have the actions in front of you, right?
I have a list of words like actions, but I don't know all of what they do. Like
Yeah, we
lock
can
and
help.
strike. Yeah, I would be interested to know. Also, another action just showed up in my volley 1. Is
Yeah,
that
so
You
go
pick
to your
3.
character sheet and look at your reflexes. It should be under your stats.
Yep,
So
it's a B4.
your reflexes is a B4. Okay, you have 4 actions in these 3 volleys.
Okay.
You need to have 1 action in each one at least.
Right. Yeah. I
Okay,
figured
so
that as much.
so the bread and butter attack is strike.
Right.
The bread and butter like stopping thing is block. Those both would probably use your sword skill, but I don't know.
Before we go too far down this road, does this conflict need to be a fight?
Yeah, I also kind of don't think it needs to be a fight.
Because I think it's going to be really hard for him without the book.
I can download it. I do have access to the PDF.
No, fight takes like 4 hours or 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
So I think this is a bloody versus if it's anything.
I mean, I'm not the GM. I'm just.
Yeah, no, I agree with your thought.
Yeah, I mean, just think on bloody verses if it would be not nuanced enough, though.
I mean, what nuance do you want out of this? Let's ask that question.
I want to read. No, that is a good question. I don't know how to phrase it. I guess. Let me read about bloody verses, how it thinks. Because that's just a 1-verse-1 roll, right? But.
Yeah, you would basically set the stakes and then roll. Everybody divides their dice into attack and defend, and then you see what happens. I of course don't know what they've summoned, like what kind of entity they've summoned, so I don't know what it can do.
Right.
Or I guess we didn't think about. I don't know if a sword can affect the dead.
His,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
by
A
singing
ghost.
it does.
That's the whole point of the song, is that it or why I used that one specifically, because it makes it a spirit blade, which affects creatures with the spirit nature traits.
I guess the answer to your question is I feel like spiritual enemies it's not like, for instance, your tavern fight is likely a bloody versus because it's kind of meant to be as quick, depending if you even end up fighting or not. Whereas this is meant to more be kind of an epic one-on-one combat with this non-living creature, likely the first one you ever actually encountered. It's always been known that spirits can be summoned, but you've never heard of a spirit breaking through. Now, I would, with Nick not having a book, I would also say, I think, to me,
I have
fight...
it in front of me now.
Okay. To me, fight's almost just like go with your gut. Like, what do you think you would do looking at your options there without knowing specifically how the rock, paper, scissors works? And then we can just see what the outcomes of those kind of instinctual decision is. Because I'm also curious how it... Oh, I have to pick a weapon. Interesting. Okay, perfect. Do need to do one thing, though, before flipping.
Wait, is it? Sorry, you said 4 actions across the 3 volleys, or 4 actions?
4 actions in total across
Yes.
the 3 volleys, and
Okay.
each volley must have an action.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when I added something for action 2 in volley 1, it added a 3rd action, and that's not.
Yeah, just ignore that, I think.
Yeah.
Again, I don't actually know. I'm just that's what I do.
This is so neat. This kind of online scripting sheet thing. It's so cool.
Oh, you guys can see this? Nice.
I can't see anything. I can just see that
Oh.
your turns, that you have turns.
Yeah, I don't think we can see
Oh,
what
here, let me
looking-
share my screen real quick.
I thought you
The
did.
interface
you
is
pick
up
all
on-
3. I used to have a cheat sheet for this. I couldn't find it.
Oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
see,
great.
I get
Don't-
choices.
Don't tell them what he's gonna do.
Yeah, I was
But-
gonna say maybe don't share Lucas until
Well,
It's kind of
no,
going for
it's
sure.
just really cool to see how it works.
Mhm.
I think this is great. Whoever did this is awesome.
Yeah, this works.
Wow.
Also,
I didn't-
character.
I didn't know this stuff existed because I ran a Torchbearer game online. I'm sure you guys have done it way more than I have. But those conflicts were so hard.
they're There are cards and stuff that you can use online.
Yeah, I think I had them. You know, it was just I was also teaching the players the system, and it was like
Yeah.
just a real pain in the butt. But so this is cool.
Oh no.
All right, Lucas, you don't have to show us anymore if you don't want to.
I'm okay with you guys watching.
Why couldn't-
It's fine.
Oh no.
Thank you.
It reset.
Yeah, but do you want to show it so that Reed can see potentially?
Yeah, I'm totally fine with him seeing
Okay.
that.
Because I know, like with Torchbearer, it would always be like, like the party would just like not even talk about it until the GM has like made their decisions and made their scripting or whatever, just so that it wouldn't influence anything.
I couldn't get it to. I don't know how I get it to actually flip.
Oh, okay.
I don't think rolling these dice do anything. I wonder if I just have to show it to you, and then we figure it out. I was hoping it'd be more automatic. Oh, there it is.
Oh, that works.
Did you not? Okay, so Nick, you still have to pick your second action.
Wait, I could distribute them across the three. I guess that makes sense to do.
Oh, right,
Um,
across the
What are
volleys.
you?
I forgot.
I'll be right back.
Nick, you said your reflexes are 4?
Yeah. Yeah, I changed my mind. Yeah, I'm good.
So you're just debating on where to drop the extra?
Yeah.
How's the reflexing again?
What do you mean?
Based on your reflex, I'm just trying to find that in the document of.
It's page 432 in the Codex,
Okay, cool.
or the normal book rather. Sorry, but yeah, he just gets 4 actions. So it's do you do your double in the first volley, second, or third?
Okay.
So fucking
And you
Jesus.
can't. It says you cannot double up unless you have something in each volley already.
Sorry, say it again.
It says you can't actually double up in one volley until there's one thing in each volley already.
Yeah, I mean it's just like, do you do 2-1-1, 1-2-1, or 1-1-2?
Yeah. Okay.
I
so
think
let's
Nick,
do
you get that though. I think.
Yeah.
I assume you're doing 2 in the first just to like go for it.
Yeah.
So are you doing a great strike? Are you setting and great striking? Is that what you're doing?
So Great Strike costs 2 actions to
I
perform.
forgot. No, before I changed it around, I forgot to change that one back. Oops. Yeah.
I was thinking about doing that, but that seemed reckless.
There we go. Okay, show volley. There we go. All right.
So who are you both striking? That's a question that needs to be asked.
It goes to
I'm
strike at
striking
you.
No.
Yeah.
I'm running away.
I was gonna say, I like the idea of all them turning on Loop and both attacking. Like that wouldn't make any sense, but
Yeah.
serious plot twist.
What are the next to my name? There's the is that
Speed, power,
That?
skill, seal, agility. I think that's what you're rolling to resolve this. So I'm gonna click skill just to see what happens.
okay?
In order for a skill test to be rolled, a weapon or spell to be used associated with that skill, check actor's sheet to see if he has a chosen weapon selected. I have Bare Fist. Okay. Run screaming? I think I'm rolling speed. I don't actually know.
I'm looking for that as an action in here. Oh, hesitation
It's
actions.
near the bottom of the hesitation action.
Yeah.
I was looking at it a minute ago.
Do you have a shield, Nick?
I do,
Okay.
and shield training.
Versus strike, it's half speed.
Half speed, yeah.
The character drops whatever he is holding, turns and bolts for the exit. The hesitation crosses the top of exchange. The player must choose to disengage. He does not have weapon access to weapon-like dice.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm rolling my speed. Is that correct? Yeah, half speed. All right, gotcha.
What's the ob?
I am setting his ob to hit me with his
Gotcha.
weapon.
I see.
And I'm gonna re-roll that with fate, because of course I am.
But if it's half speed, doesn't that mean that you're only rolling half your speed dice?
No, it means I have double obstacle penalty versus his skill.
Okay.
Yeah. So I rolled 4
There you
successes,
go. 2
which
plus
count as 2 against his attack. And he needs to hit 2 and then beat it by 2 because he probably has a weapon or something. I don't know. I think that's how it works. This is me guessing a lot.
Let's see. Oops. See, I need to. You can only strike a consecutive number of times equal to weapon speed. So I think I just roll my weapon attack.
Yes, you just roll your weapon skill versus, I think, 2.
Interesting that it's not an option here. I have. Let me see what.
Do you have a weapon skill and do you have a weapon equipped?
Yeah, I equipped
'Cause,
the
like,
weapon, but I
skill
don't
is what you
see.
equip. So I think you would click skill in order for it to work. Like under Restless Dead, you have like speed, power, agility, skill, steel.
That should
I
work.
think you would
Let's
click
see.
steel.
Okay, I think I know how to fix the character sheet. That's part of the problem that I had the NPC and it wasn't working the way I needed it to. So I have to fix the actual character sheet. Where are skills? My God. Like the NPC sheets are really nice because they're small. But
Yeah. I'm looking at my weapons and armor, and for one, Reed, I don't recall if when we were talking about buying my gear and stuff, 'cause I don't have a shield listed on here, so it's possible that I don't have a shield. But I thought there was a part where we would like get the.
Did you buy armor?
I did.
If you bought armor, you bought a shield.
Okay. Yeah, I have Elven Light Mail. The other hiccup is that in my weapons and armor, I have my Elven Sword, and there's the skill drop down, and nothing populates that drop down.
yeah,
won't
I
let me
can't
roll
seem to
that.
assign a skill to the actual weapon either, and it won't even let me roll the weapon from the character sheet without attaching a skill to it. So it might be a breakdown in the code.
Does the skill need to be open for that?
Let me
Should
try
my
and
skills
see
You
what
have
happens.
sword, like you have sword skill.
I just clicked the open on the skill thing, and yeah, no, it's still not showing.
So if I click on my axe, if I click the dice next to the axe,
Wait, no, there it goes. Wait, no, yeah, it still says a skill must be specified in order. And
Yeah, I
like
can't.
on the sheet, I have dice like near where my weapon is. If I click that, it gives me the option to roll.
Yeah,
Wait,
right
do you have a
here.
skill assigned to it?
Yeah.
Because that's our problem is that we're not
How
seeing
did you
the
do that?
option. Yeah. Let me look at your sheet and see. You have axe. Yeah, and you could assign it to that.
In his weapon sheet?
Yeah.
That's weird that I can't do that. I don't see that.
It's possibly a thing that was like in character making.
Oh, that's what it means by open. Okay. There should be.
Like I can't
So
even
Maya,
roll
you have
bare
the drop
fist.
down.
What's that?
You have the drop down to.
I have, yeah, mine says where
Oh.
where loop says none, mine
Yeah.
says axe next to my axe.
Huh,
And then if I roll this dice, it'll let me roll my axe. See?
Huh. I wonder why ours don't.
Maybe like when you added the.
I think when you made the character, yeah, click on that.
Where can I edit the sheet?
Yeah, how do we edit our character sheets?
Why don't we just skip this and go to rolling sword
So
from your
interesting.
character sheet?
It
in the
literally
skill
won't
section?
let us.
No, you can go to your character sheet where the dice is on your actual character sheet and click on it.
Under skill. Okay.
Under skill, yeah. That's a bummer.
That is,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't understand.
Oh, I know what it is. It's one of these you need to click.
One of which? Are you sharing your screen still?
Yeah.
Oh, on the sword skill?
Maybe.
Oh, skill type.
First, you need to change the skill type to martial if it's a sword skill.
Yeah. there we go.
Yeah, when I do that, this happens.
Yeah.
I
it
think you
just
have to
goes
do it
back.
twice. It's kind of weird.
Oh, yep, there it is.
Alright,
Cool.
I did it.
What is the root of sword skill?
It
Agility?
doesn't require tools. You just change it to martial and close it out,
Yep, there it is.
and then go back to your sheet.
Yep.
I didn't think it worked.
It might not have worked because your character doesn't have
Yeah,
the
the
skill.
skill is in training. Yeah.
Weird.
That's just a test.
Now the dice are frozen on my screen too. This is annoying.
Ah, it worked for me now. Okay, interesting. Very
Alright,
weird.
It worked for Decouth.
Okay, so you were able to strike, and I guess.
Oh, I was just testing.
Okay, well, Reed, you can just do the same thing, and then we'll figure it out later because I think it's something on the way the character sheet is set up. You have to set a skill as martial and then attach it to the weapon.
I have to reload.
It didn't take the first time I closed it too. I think Maya, you said that, but
Oops.
you might have to do it more than once.
the dice icons were stuck like all over my screen from everyone.
Oh,
Just
gosh.
like froze up. Okay. Did my sword test not come through though? That's so weird. All right.
Very weird.
Yeah, I can't get it to work with this very specific attack, but it's... I'll change the sword skill to it.
Just roll. You can roll some dice from the little interface too.
It didn't let me save as Marshall the first time. Okay, let's see if that does it. Really annoying. 'Cause I can't attach. How do I attach it? Because now I got to do all the math. The whole point is not to have to do the math of any of this.
So you had your obstacle was 2 and you had 4 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who were you trying to strike?
I rode way too good. Loop.
Oh no.
It's a spiritual sword too.
So, POW 1, add 2, no armor piercing.
Is Dakath blocking for me?
That was the intent, was to get between. I don't know if I was fast enough.
Oh yeah, you chose block and strike as your first one. Okay.
Trying to defend the party.
Yeah, no, it makes sense to me. Fight actions.
So I guess you can use your sword test to help defend me, I guess? I don't know.
So block and strike. Let me find the page.
Divide your die into 2 pools, 1 for defense, 1 for attack. Add any shield dice to the defense portion.
So let's see. I think I would do 5 total in defense, and it'd be 4 in offense. So I'd be splitting my sword 3-2, and then I have 3 shield. Or no, 4-2. Excuse me. Simple fucking math. Yeah, 4-2, 4 sword, 2 defense, and then my shield training skill is 3.
So roll your defense pool first.
Let's see. Okay.
Strike versus block is just straight straight up skill.
So it'd be the shield training.
Technically your ob is 4.
No, you would divide your dice.
Right, but
Your sword dice.
The shield gives
right,
you.
and then I add my shield training. So for the blocking portion, am I
The
using
shield
my-
just allows you to block and strike to begin with.
Okay.
You likely
You
have
can't
the
do. You
simplest
can't
of
even
shields.
do that move. You don't have the shield.
So am I
You're-
rolling it all at one time and adding?
No, you'll pick your defensive pool gets a +1 from your shield, and you'll roll that alone.
Oh, it's only +1.
Well, there's multiple types of shields, and just the
Add-
basic shield is +1.
Add any shield dice. Oh, gotcha. Okay. It's not my shield skill. It's the
Does
value
your
of
character
the
sheet
shield.
say what
Okay.
kind of shield you have?
Well, that's what we were debating about. So the armor that I purchased was the Elven Light Mail. Would that come with a fancy Elven shield or a regular ass?
I'd let it count as a target shield. That's right, because the Elven Mail was innately higher quality, so do the 2 dice. They start getting heavy after that. The 3 and 4 dice shields are like really big shields, so
Okay, so I'll go 4 and 4 then. So I'm just gonna roll 4d6, I guess. That was the. I'm bad at rolling apparently. And this is just a straight roll. Okay. So a 5 and a 6.
I mean, that's 2 successes plus my 2 successes. I don't know.
True.
and it was the offender, so yeah, I'll say that is fine. And then
Yay!
you strike back.
Oh wait, no, I'm not doing what?
So how
I'm
much?
messing up
What is
things.
your sword skill? How many dice?
It's D6. So I'm gonna just bonus dice. Can I add negative dice to bonus dice? To get it down to the split thing?
Try it and see if it works.
Or oh well, so I guess this wouldn't be. How do I do this with my like?
You can just click on the die at the bottom of the
Yeah,
screen,
on the. Okay.
the thing that looks like a D6, and put the number of D6 that you're rolling.
I think I figured out.
Probably lets you do negative bonus.
I don't know. I think it worked.
And you got 2.
Yeah, so the. Yeah. Oh, so the superior quality of the sword. Yeah. The Fate and Persona, can I use that? I don't
You
really
don't.
remember how level
no.
that works.
You can only use when you have a 6, and Persona you have to add it before you roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Don't
probably-
worry. You get a free unadulterated strike right now, right after you're done with this.
Yeah, so with this, can I just throw the entire, like, sequencing wise, am I supposed to, like, split my dice before it's revealed technically, or is it just like now I get to?
Yeah, we just got a
Roll
little
my
out of order, but
sword.
it's fine. So, but
Okay.
well, you would have, if you have 6 in sword, and you put 3 plus, oh, you did 2 from the shield and then 4. I see what you did. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
your
So
ob
4 and
strike
4.
versus strike is just against an ob 1, and you got 2. So you just hit
okay.
the spirit. Oh, right, and your bonus is open-ended. So you would, 6s are going to explode for you anyways because you're singing right now.
Yeah. And what does Persona give you? Is it just extra dice?
It's
Plus
extra
1
dice
dice, yeah.
before you roll.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do that for my next one where he's totally open.
Okay, so yeah, we have to figure out the damage you do to it.
He does B4 to his chest, whatever that is.
Oh, crap. I gotta look at that.
Did you not set up his IMSs?
Oh, I did on the NPC sheet, not on this character sheet. So his light wound is B6.
Then he has his superficial.
You strike this monster, this undead foe that is very nearly skewered your comrade, and you swing back at it, and you pierce it right through where its heart used to be, and when you pull your sword out, it seems completely unaffected. And we move into volley 2.
Wait, no, I still
Oh,
have
he
a
has one more
second-
action.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
you
his
did 2
first
blocking
blocking
strikes.
strike.
Okay,
Now he's doing his
so
second blocking strike.
so how many? Oh,
What's that one die that's like? Did you see that one that was? I don't know. Whatever. It was like
It was
cheating
him
on-
rolling at one of his 6s that he rolled because it was a 6. Anyways, kids, this is why elves are scary.
I guess you re-roll with fate because it's not going to automatically explode from the song.
I think it did. I marked it as open on my sheet before I
okay.
rolled.
That's why you got so many
Yeah.
dice. Gotcha.
Yeah.
8 successes, and it's still technically just an ob 1, actually. So I think you heard it. So how do you? How is damage
I
construed?
mean, you still have to put 1 dice to your block.
Oh, okay.
He's beating the ob 1 either way.
Yeah, you just
yeah,
take
so
a
we just
success
take a
off.
success away. Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems reasonable.
Okay, so this is how damage works. If you hit, you automatically hit with an I, and you subtract successes of the amount your add is from the amount to either move it to a different place on the body or to upgrade it to a MIDI or a superior. So, with you, move it anywhere you want on his body, because you, when you're fighting, your opponent chooses where you hit, and then you can move it to anywhere else if you use your add. So basically, where do you want to give this ghost a B10 wound?
Would I know anything about ghosts and where, like their spiritual center might be on their organization?
Yeah, with so many successes, like you can. It wouldn't. It's just kind of one single entity. You know that striking it in its head or its foot makes no difference.
Okay.
The way these ghostly forms are.
So I suppose I slash through it several times with a quickness and effectiveness, I suppose.
Okay, so it becomes a mark and add by 2.
So yeah, I think
Which leaves 1, 2.
he was saying that I could make it superior. Since I have 7, I could go up the scale twice to get to 5. And then I still have 2 left.
So you see down here, it starts with I of a B4, and then it goes to M for Mark, which is a B7, and then S for Superior, which is a B10. Every time you jump up that, it takes away 2 successes, but it still does that damage. So
Right.
yeah. And you were against an Ob 1, so you have 6 successes to play around with, so you can totally do that.
So, damage, please.
So
It's going to be funny, Connor, because he's killing like a ghost, and I won't be able to shoot a guard.
Yeah, I mean, this is the elf thing, right?
This is not just the elf thing. This is like specifically all of my stupid. Like it was very silly. A character build, just like, yep, I can do this thing. Here's the thing I got.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why it's cool that we're leaning into it, because this is like your thing.
My only regret is that it's like this takes so much time and it's very like one-sided.
Don't worry about it. It's like we're all learning how it works here.
Trying. I have a very hard time following but I'm trying.
Yeah, it's one of those things where all of this stuff makes sense when you tell me it, but remembering it and committing it to memory, so
Yeah,
I'm like,
no,
yes, I fully understand how this works now, and can intuit through in the future. It just doesn't happen enough to get there. So
what's your weapon power? Why isn't it?
my
Is it
weapon
automatically
power
calculating
is
it in?
3.
It's already
It's automatically
automatically
doing it.
it.
Okay, that's what was fucking
Yeah.
confusing me.
Wait, is it? Yeah, it is automatically doing that, because mark is what the actual thing should be.
So you want to go from? Well, I guess the one I'm forgetting is. So he has B10 for, or excuse me, B7 for Mark. What is the B7 referencing? Why can't I remember?
So his power is 4, his sword is power 3, and that is the mark is the average hit, quote unquote.
Yeah, but
So normally he would do it. Normally he would do an incidental, but he got so many successes, he can do a superb.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. It was
And
superb.
it doesn't matter where he moves it to, so he just has extra successes, so you take a B10.
Yeah.
So the trait Dead to Pain reduces superb wound by, I think, 2.
Can I spend the extra successes to? It seems like that's probably not how it works.
I don't think you can. I think
Yep.
you were too awesome. You were like, your awesomeness exceeded your ability to be awesome, which
Wait,
is
it
kind of
didn't say-
cool.
Okay.
It's
It
kind
didn't
of
reduce
cool.
it to 2. It just reduces it by 2, so it's still a B8, right?
Yeah.
Is that paying it forward thing like Nick is suggesting, like a new thing with Torchbearer? I thought it was building off Burning Wheel. That idea of like if your dice exceed the obstacle in some way in Torchbearer, I can't remember which of the paper rock scissors, but you can like use those extra successes to give yourself an advantage in the next volley, so to speak. Is that not something you can do in Burning Wheel?
It depends on the action. I don't think he did it with this action. Like, you can do that with block. You can do that with other stuff.
Okay. Just curious if that was new to Torchbearer, if that was something they lifted from Burning Wheel too.
So you strike it again, and it howls in pain, but almost seems like it just becomes more enraged after. And then we'll move to volley 2 while Loop continues running and screaming away.
Okay, before I'm gonna declare that it's
Oh, yeah.
for block 4 strike.
Okay. So roll 5, or oh, you're doing the same thing. So roll your 4 block dice. Sword is agility, so I bet if I just roll agility, is that the same?
Let's see. And can I use a fate to reroll that 6 or roll another die on that 6?
Oh. Okay.
Isn't your skill already open ended because of your song thing?
Yeah.
This is a sword test still? Okay.
This is all sword.
Okay. I'm
It
defending the
automatically is
sword.
applying it. Save your fate.
So that's 3 successes then. Or no, 5 successes. 4 is a success?
Yeah, 4 is success.
Yeah. Okay,
4
so
5
5
is success.
5 successes. That's fucked up.
Wow, I got 3 of 4 and good, but I actually... Was that your attack or block? I forgot. Your block, right?
That was my block. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay,
now I need to do my
It's trading blows with you, and you are nimbly avoiding its ethereal blade.
And now you do your strike part of strike.
so 2 successes.
With an ob 1, so you could... it's incidental.
Yeah.
Because it's magical, you can re-roll. You basically would roll 1 more dice if you spend a fate, but it might be... I don't know what your next action is, but it might be advantageous to, like, risk it. It's up to you.
Yeah. I'll risk it for the biscuit. That's a hit, baby.
So now you have 2 extra successes.
Yeah, so I can move it up to an M.
Yes. Reed, are you working down the injuries?
Yeah.
This is going wildly better than I thought it would.
Yeah, same.
MIDI is reduced by 1.
So it takes a light wound.
Mm-hmm. Which you see, it seems to just like... Your sword goes right through it. It has no effect on it. And then volley 3.
4 and 4, yeah.
It doesn't even... Okay, so just go straight for your attack with the 4.
I think you might be screwed though. I don't know if you can attack 3 times in a row with a sword.
Oh, what's his...
Or 4 times in a row.
What's the
Oh,
speed of your
that's- I think-
sword?
Weapon speed is 3. He cannot attack 3 times in a row.
Oh. Okay, that is
You can
something I
only
didn't
attack
know.
3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to pick something else.
Well, I
I
think
have
it
not
doesn't
finished
really...
this yet, sorry.
Well, I guess it does kind of matter, because... Well, you can't attack and doing nothing.
Yeah, I guess I just block.
I would like to assess. Assess allows the player to look at a specific detail, easy exits, sources that burning spell, whatever. And assess nets the character's perception test in search of what he describes his intent and task. Special assess takes 1 action. This is quick, over-the-shoulder glances, and yeah. I would like to... where's my character sheet? Oh no, that's a little more. I would like to assess why this spirit is able to break free. Specifically, I'm looking at my circle to see if it's like still there and working.
Okay, roll perception.
Okay.
I was going to ask, did you narrate that read? Like, did it break through? I didn't even know that would require a test or something.
Well, I failed.
He failed the roll, his summoning roll.
Oh, so like it was like faking when it was prevented that first time you brought up the shimmering barrier. It was just sort of like a misdirection.
It was testing the strength of it, and then
Okay.
chose to wait and do nothing while it was questioned.
Okay. Cool.
What is my obstacle? I think it's 1, right?
For do nothing, it's gotta be.
I was looking. It literally doesn't say anything, so I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I'm pretty
assume
sure
it's
Ob
1.
1. Let me change it. Okay.
Okay. Da-da-da. And my intent here is to like see if something is letting this thing free.
Okay. So you see almost a figure that's there but not there, off in the distance, watching, and it appears to almost be floating in air. And you can see a very clear part of your circle where you had done it correctly and something else had disturbed it. You could
Okay.
attempt to open aura reading if you want to try to open a new skill.
I would love to. I love having permission to do things that I'm not allowed to do.
And then we'll reset.
Yeah, I'm going to step away for just. I'll be right back.
It might be a good idea to like go to them for like a hot minute.
Ob 4 aura reading, beginner's luck.
Yeah, I'm cool to come back for the next volley in a second. I was gonna eat some food. Excuse me.
What is my failure? While everyone else has run off. Has everyone run off but me?
I'm here. I'm just muted
I
myself.
think Reed's gone as well. Then.
Yeah.
No, I'm.
What happened?
thinking.
He told
So
me I
he's
can open
at-
an aura reading.
Right,
at Op 4.
at a risk, he's going to attempt to. So it says for aura reading, typically a ritual, spell, or trait is how you can open aura reading. And so if you fail this roll, you will open yourself up to being possessed by the entity which you're trying to read.
Ooh, heck yeah. I don't have persona or anything.
So don't roll yet. I want to refine my ob based on the aura reading stuff, which says, just turn to one page. Detecting alive, dead, or from this plane, ob 1. Reading a trait, ob 1. Reading mood, ob 2. Traits, ob 4. Intent, ob 4. Past, future, 7, 8, 9. Magical or mundane, ob 9. Oh no. Yeah, future is 9. Okay, so do you wish to see its intent, or simply if it's from this plane or another? You
From
kind of
this plane
know.
or another, or alive or dead, whichever one those were.
Yeah, that's one.
Heck yeah, I'm gonna roll this. This is my perception. I can't. I assume I can't link anything into this. So this is just raw.
Yeah, pure.
Hey guys,
In the
I'm about
moment.
to be possessed by the devil. Let's do this.
Or
I
an
don't have any
angel.
arcing either.
You're a
Let's
little
go.
biased. Wow, 665.
We're rolling hot tonight.
Yeah, you are. Jeez. All right. So you get one tick
So-
towards opening aura reading.
I have done so.
And with that, the spirit disappears. Not the one you're fighting, the one that was observing, that you assume broke your circle somehow.
Did you detect what it was?
I did. I haven't been given that information yet.
Okay, well I didn't miss much then. So it noticed it was attacked and just disappeared.
Yes.
It had, to you, what appeared to be an almost angelic form.
Okay. Almost angelic form. Interesting.
And then, oh, I need to reset the round. Oh, yeah. Next round.
Excuse me a moment while I freak out and look at spirit binding tests. Where are we doing this again? We're doing it in like the crook of the city. Let me look at my permissions. Oh, hey, look, the city. Yeah, that works.
You're probably out of the fight now, Lucas.
Well, I'm gonna re-enter it. You want me to be out for a thing? Why would I do that? Why
You
would
ran
I-
away.
To save himself.
I ran away, and then I assessed. My hesitation didn't go over the volley barrier.
If you're in it, it can kill you. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, no, I know.
He knows.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody
Alright, so I
ready?
know it only has 2 actions. No, I'm thinking. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
That's a good call. Yeah.
Okie dokie. I'm ready. Akath, are you ready?
Looks like he is.
Can you hear me? Sorry,
Yeah.
I guess my mic was a little far away.
It goes to feint in against you.
Who is you?
Dakoth, they're face to face now.
Okay. Let's look up feint versus block.
It's Ob 1.
Oof.
Yeah, feint is actually
Or-
beats block really well.
Really?
Okay, so I will roll my feint, which
Feint
is
is a
just a
special
weapon test. Ah, I beat it. So my weapon is Surreal Touch. Be 369. Add is 2. I still can only do incidental, I believe, then.
So a B3 wound on Dakoth.
Yep.
Let's see if Dakoth's set
Does
up
my-
wounds.
Oh, power is
does
1.
armor work?
Power. Oh, actually, with power 1. It goes off
They
base
did.
or total.
Yeah, your mark is what your power plus the weapon power should be.
It's add.
Okay, so
that
it's
allows you to
automatically
raise-
taking that into account. I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, it's a B3 incidental
Armor work?
or B4 incidental.
Doesn't matter on this sheet.
Okay.
Can you hear me? How does armor work?
Is it a ghost weapon? That
That's a good
answers
question.
that question.
Yes, it's a spirit weapon.
Never mind then.
So on your sheet, Dakoth,
Yeah.
if you no longer stream.
So are you?
So
Okay.
B3 and B4 right here on your sheet. Click one of those dots. Yeah, that works. See, now you have +1 ob to everything.
Got it.
For your avoid, are you moving position?
Yeah, I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to be anywhere near this thing, but also I want to be close enough so I can yell at it.
Okay. Next volley. Oh. Okay, you're doing block and
what I was
strike.
saying,
So
4 and
how
4.
many do you want? 4 and 4?
4 and 4, yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your 4 defensive dice first.
So knowing that it is that, let's see.
Two.
Pretty good.
+1. Ah, that's just one success.
I mean, it's better than none.
Well, it increased the ob on the test. So the test was going to be ob 1.
Yeah. So
maybe,
now he has to roll against 2
Yeah.
regardless.
Oh, yeah.
It's 1 and then
Nothing. Well,
Nothing.
I got
Hey.
5 actually, but
Should I be rolling my defense with the elven sword as well? Because I was just testing with regular sword, Elven Sword would give me superior quality. I know I definitely roll it for the attack part. Ooh.
Oh, man, you started rolling so bad.
That's how it goes.
It does. It just says block and strike test character weapon skill. So your Elven Sword weapon
Oh, so-
skill. Yeah.
So this should be on that first one as well, but that's
Just a
not
one. Okay. And then
should I be like, well, I know that they only get 2 actions from the last round of combat, so for my block and strike,
yeah,
Um,
I think you should just try to strike it down.
3.
You can see that you've like
Yeah.
wounded it. It doesn't appear to be as strong as it was originally, and it's not doing well trying to strike you back.
so then my block, I guess I just don't even worry about rolling the block.
You have to put at least one in
so it
it.
should be-
I guess not even technically. You don't-
Right.
I think
yeah,
you have to
yeah,
put
yeah.
at least one in it. Yeah.
Oh, you do.
Right,
Okay.
so I'll roll this. Whoa, that. Oh no, that was erase that. I meant to say -3, not bonus, not +3, to make it 3. So that's the 1 plus the 2 from the shield, the quality shield thing. So that would be my defense. Now I do the same again, but only -1 for my first strike. So that's an eye wound. And then regular strike.
That's
Okay, so
pretty
that's at
good.
least a mark.
Yeah. I don't think I can get up to
You can.
the superior.
So
You can.
Oh
Yeah, you
yeah,
got it.
okay. So I'll spend the fate then.
I don't think you got to roll.
oh, holy shit!
No, that was the wrong thing to roll. Or wait, was it? No? Oh yeah, okay. Well, no, because it went up to ob 2 for the wound.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So yeah, I re-rolled with a fate. Got the 6. Does that open-ended?
No,
roll
it just
again?
it's
No,
just
it
one.
Okay. Okay, so
Be
that gets
enough,
up to
I think.
yeah. Yep.
I think it was exactly enough.
That's awesome.
Yeah, holy shit, man. We walk away with this with you getting a superficial wound and like slicing a ghost's head off. Holy shit.
Yes, and
Is it still alive?
Or undead.
So what was your final? Because that's that -1 because of its trait.
So it's a B10. It takes a B9.
Okay. It is not dead. But it is very its form is almost starting to fade. As you can see, it's losing coherence in this realm. And we'll do one more round.
I got my thing. I'm here. I got command spirit. Did you
Oh,
not?
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Yeah,
Oh.
I forgot to scroll down and look at it. Okay, so Command Spirit, what are your thoughts?
I'm going to command a Ob1 spirit to fix my fortress circle on my summoning to rebind it to its place.
Okay. Is this spirit binding?
Yeah. Yes, this is spirit binding. Because it's in a fight, it's +3 ob. So I don't know if I'm able to do it, but like. May I give you my big dumb list of forks? Astrology. I think that works. I don't know about you.
Doesn't astrology go to? You can literally use it for any fork.
Yes, but I don't think you can use it in fights.
Oh.
Maya, can you guys remind me of that, Connor?
Say that
Does
again.
anybody remember?
Can you use astrology in fights?
Reed was talking.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Can you use what in fights?
astrology?
Astrology cannot be used with martial skills.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm probably not the one to ask about fight.
I feel like Cercination will count because I'm saying, fix that! Ah! And then Symbology for the same reasons. Maybe Observation, but I don't know if that's real or not. Is that those three good for you, Reed?
Yeah, that sounds
I'll
fine.
roll.
Or
Can you
well,
make the
because
obstacle-
Cercination you don't have opened yet, though, do you? You were starting to open it.
I do have Cercination open. I don't have Summoning open.
Oh, okay. Then go for it. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Can you make the obstacle 4 real quick?
Yes. Okay.
Thank you. I fail and get retribution, which we'll deal with later. Next round.
Gonna fight more ghosts?
We're gonna kill the ghost in the first volley. Don't worry about it.
Gotta look something up.
I need to look up. 1 second. Does defensive stance avoid or is it block?
The enmity clause for failed spirit binding. Declare there's no answer because no spirit available. Find a spirit more powerful than you bargained for, or eternally plague the summoner with an enmity clause.
I feel like I got enough of those already.
So funny. Okay, everybody ready?
I need to put more voids down so I can. Where did it go? Basic action.
We'll go ahead and show volley 1 while you finish. Okay.
There you go.
Block and strike against counter strike.
How does that play?
Counter Strike is the 4th one.
Against a strike, it's a direct skill versus.
Skill versus skill.
But does my block? Does that completely disregard?
Yeah, it disregards your
block
block
then? Okay.
section.
Considering the standard 4 and
So
4.
we both
thing.
have to separate. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean I would be
So I'm rolling a.
doing
we're,
the usual 4 and 4.
in a way, it's the same thing as block and strike. It's interesting.
Yeah, I think I get to use my shield as well. Like the block and strike is a better version because it uses your shield stuff. It's like a more specialized version.
That makes sense.
Is it just
Oh, okay.
rolling
So
a
after
bunch? What
actions
is
are revealed,
happening?
but before your opponent rolls. Okay, so I do get to. I do get to know that my block isn't going to do anything, so I can just put the token 1 into that, and then strike while the striking's good.
I think because of my wound dice, I actually cannot attack.
Interesting.
So it will
Wait, against
really attempt to
Counter-Strike, both
flee
characters
back
defend-
into the. It's trying to get back into the circle, so you just get free attacks against it, basically.
Okay, and just I did look at block and strike, and the interactions say that against Counter-Strike, both characters defend and both attack according to their action. But yeah, so 2 free attacks. I guess the one just has the minus 1 from my
Blocking.
token blocking.
Yeah. Token blocking. Just kept exploding. Jeez.
Yeah.
Token blocking is like tons of dice.
Oh, that was my attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna roll the block that doesn't matter.
Yeah, just do a direct strike follow up.
And now, yeah, here's the strike.
Oh, okay. As you chase the spirit down before it reaches the circle, striking it, your sword glowing with this eerie glow of its own cuts it in half, and it fades, and right in front of you just begins to fade without a word.
I think I need to make a grief test.
I forget if you do those immediately or just at end of session.
I think it's end of session.
Oh, is it
Yeah,
end
I
of
think
session?
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we
I
haven't
think so.
really done that yet, and I
Yeah,
was like,
we'll,
that's
We'll look at it. That's cool.
cool.
Yeah, so you see Loop not too far off. And I imagine just you can now it had almost been as if all the light around you in the courtyard had been sucked out and everything just kind of seems to be going back to normal now. And Loop, you see that the aura you had seen is no longer there. And your circle is very obviously broken in one spot.
So that went bad.
Quite. But at least
I think I saw it though. While you were fighting him, I saw the other thing that I got, and it fled from me when I looked at it. We must go and, or we must stay, or I don't know. I think
are
I
there
saw the
likely
thing.
to be more spirits that come for you?
There will be more coming, yes. but
Should we get to a more civilized area, a area with more people, or would we just be putting them at risk?
no, they don't come if there aren't people around me. So, I saw the enemy though. It was right there, and I'll point off in the little place. That's what broke the circle. I think it went well, except for the fact that it came.
That was going well. Okay,
No.
good to know.
He'll point right at where the place where the circle was broken. See that right there? The enemy came and broke it right there while I was summoning it, and that's why.
Physical enemy.
Yes.
So they're here.
It looked like an angel.
I thought we were supposed to be. Oh well.
I
Okay.
don't know.
We'll have to discuss this. Let's get to safety first.
Yes. Let's go find our fellows.
In all of their safety.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems like they were having a great time at the tavern when I left.
Yeah.
Back at the tavern, Lenora, I believe you had just released a crossbow bolt into one of the guards who just killed a townsperson right in front of you.
Correct.
Okay. I guess this calls for different music. Ivo, you see Lenora attack with her ranged weapon, and two of the guards are just about to lay hands on you to try and arrest you. And one of the guards just killed a townsperson, and there's 7 guards total. I guess, Lenora, we should have you roll an attack. Just a basic skill.
Well, I was hoping you would just let the rule of cool
Okay.
carry it on.
Okay, yeah. So I'm thinking, because you also took them by surprise. So you have just a straight shot right into his jugular. So you kill this guard, and your arbalest.
What
is
I
empty.
want to do is call upon Asher to help us in our time of need.
Ooh. Faithful's just a trait, huh? There's
With
no.
a-
What are you thinking? Yeah.
With a so she shoots and she starts praying basically. But I want to hear what Ivo's doing as well.
Well, can I start with the idea? I thought we had ended with Lenora actually killing that guard. Am I misremembering?
It just happened.
Okay. So, and there are 2 making a move for me.
Yep. 6 left. I guess, Lenora,
And they
would
don't
you have
like it.
killed... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Connor. Real quick,
No,
Lenora,
that's
would
fine.
you have killed the guard captain or the guard that just killed somebody?
Whoever just murdered
Okay.
the
So the
innocent
guard,
person.
the guard captain is still there, and 5 guards.
And the 2 making a move for me don't hesitate at all when, like, Lenora guns down one of them.
Nope. They're almost right on you already.
Well, I bring the excitement, so I'm going to gun one down.
All right.
I mean,
you
if,
have
if the elf can kill a ghost, we can kill a few guards, right?
This is going to be like such a anticlimax compared to what he just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
This is the
like
clown
shooting
show.
and missing.
Yeah, that was the badass thing, and then this will be the clown show kind of finale.
Juxtaposition is an important aspect of art.
Yeah, I don't know what I mean. I don't know what else I would do after. I mean, I'm kind of on Lenora's page, right? Like, I think we both have the instinct of, crossbows loaded and ready, kind of, and
Yeah.
we were both defending the villagers from this sort of like.
I mean, using your instinct right
Retaliation.
now gets you Artha also.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily. I'm just role
No, I
playing,
know.
I guess.
Totally. But I think that's kind of
but
the point of
yeah,
instincts too, is like your Arbalest is always loaded. You're ready for it. So. But you could also try
Yeah.
to, I don't know if you might want to try to calm the situation verbally also, like.
No, I mean, I'm a boaster and I'm a little crazy.
True.
So, I mean, I'm trying to keep that in mind. And again, like, that's why I think I'll just, aim and fire. I don't know if you want me to roll or if I'm so close, like how that works. Or...
Nope, I think you just drop one of the guards coming towards you, and the other one grapples you. But now all the peasants too, they have started to just pick up chairs and bottles and fists, anything they can get their hands on, and they're trying to just completely overpower the guards right now. So there's one right next to you, and he's going to continue and try to grab you. I'm just gonna roll a quick brawling. Oh. Yeah, it lets me put B something, but I can't actually roll dice on the NPC sheets. This is so annoying. B5. 1 second.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how narratively this plays out, but if he goes at me, I would draw my knife and gut him.
Okay. Well, I rolled 3 successes to him try to like grapple you essentially. And so if you want to just
Okay,
make,
so-
you could do any kind of defensive roll to avoid that, but even if he grabs you, you will still get to be able to attack him with your knife.
Yeah, I don't. Again, like narratively, I don't know what makes sense. Like I don't know if like an agility test to kind of try to slide out of the way and then attack, or if it's reduced just to like
think that
a
sounds
knife
cool.
roll.
Yeah, do
Or
a
if-
flat agility.
No, I don't. Okay.
Or speed. One of the two, up to you. The being what I do, 3.
Traits. I hate that traits and skills are right next to each other.
It's under stats too.
Yeah.
That's kind of tucked
I was
in.
just looking to see like sleight of hands description. Yeah, I don't really have any skills that can help. Okay, so I guess it's just a straight agility check.
Stat rolls are a lot rarer anyways, so better to try to improve one of those. Speed or agility, up to you.
Is there anything Lenora can do to help, or do you want me to go ahead and roll?
I think this is all happening at like the same moment.
Yeah.
So she's literally fires her arrow as he's grabbing you, and you kill the other one.
Okay. So it says armor clumsy weight, and I think that I have to click that, right? It says clumsy weight penalties to agility.
It depends on whether you're wearing your armor or not.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure I am.
I'm sure I'm not. for
You
example.
have you have light mail, which is I was just at that page too.
It's listed on my sheet as clumsy weight penalties +1 ob for agility.
So yeah.
So I'm assuming, yeah. And that basically makes it the same as my speed test, which is sort of annoying. Okay, whatever.
I mean, it'll give you a.
Oh,
Wow.
There we go.
Sweet.
I remember the last time I played
If
Burning
I-
Wheel, it was like so many fails. I feel like y'all are rolling so good.
Yeah, we really are.
If
I
I,
haven't rolled yet. Don't hold on. I have not rolled yet.
and Nick has had some not so great rolls, but he's still kicked ass. If I explode the sixes, is there any benefit, like moving forward with that, or would it be pointless?
Putting Artha towards stuff does stuff, but I don't remember the real specifics of it. That's how you go from gray or black to gray, I think, if I remember. Do you remember Lucas and Myron?
Yeah, Artisanal. That we're nowhere near that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Well,
there is
what
a
were
long
you
term.
asking?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just curious if, if my agility test succeeded, but if I explode the sixes, would
Yeah,
that like, give me special benefits?
it does. Let me show you on my thing. I was on Reddit.
Is it on the Artha section?
Yeah, no, it's right here. So in right here, Fate Persona D right there. So, where's the one I did it on? I think I did it in Cercination. Yeah, see, this is where you would put a Fate. Right here. Because it's Fate when you're rolling, it does it right here. And I'm pretty sure I did that. It automatically did that for my perception. Yeah, when I did it for assess.
Oh, I'm not asking for like the technical aspects of how the sheet needs to be updated. I'm just asking sort of like narratively, would that lead to anything, kind of? Like,
Yes, if you spend 3d 10 persona and 30 fate, you can gray shade your skill or whatever. Meaning you become a heroic participant in that skill.
Yeah,
Right. So you
guess I'm not-
succeeded, but if you want to eventually make agility gray and then white, you can spend Artha on it.
But in the moment, there's no
No.
No.
practical like that's what I'm.
Yeah,
No, it is literally exploding
Uh,
sixes, but you already passed, so it is totally up to you. If you
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, well, okay. So I might as well do it because again, like pretending we're gonna play this that long term, I probably would think of.
That's actually more reason not to do it
What?
because you passed.
Explain.
You want to save fate for rolls that you didn't pass to try and pass them.
Yeah,
And
I guess. Yeah. I mean, the trick is I have 7 fate. Like.
Oh wow,
like-
already.
Yeah, I don't want them to just like I had this issue in Torchbearer where I just kind of saved it and like in Torchbearer you level up by spending your rewards, so it's even more important to use them. But like, I don't know. I just was thinking like, well, maybe I would explode it with that like long-term vision of like having an opportunity to gray shade things, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry,
agility
these are, like,
agility is
kind
a
of
really
things,
hard
but-
one. But I think if you do gray shade agility, all agility skills go gray. Is that correct?
Well, I got a lot of.
I don't know.
I
We'll
can't remember.
talk about it later.
We're just getting into
Yeah, yeah.
like really gritty metagame right now. It just doesn't really matter. But
Well, it
I
doesn't
think it's
matter, but it
interesting
helps
also.
me. It helps me understand the game better.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I went ahead and exploded it, and it like had crazy results, so that's cool. But whatever.
I mean, with that, you beat the obstacle by 5. So, describe to us what that looks like. He tries to grab you, and you can just work a weapon attack into this. Like, what is your reaction with that many successes over his?
Oh, I mean, I was picturing like sort of like the Matrix, but with like a chubby dwarf. Like sort of, like going in a comedic direction. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you're letting me weave an attack into that, then yeah, I would now like probably like slow-mo dodge the swing and then maybe like break his arm or something, or stab him in the stomach with the knife or something badass and cinematic.
So you could incapacitate him if you wanted. If you want to try to kill him with a weapon, or unarmed technically, then you can take bonus dice to your attack. And I'll let you roll just a straight
And
skill
the-
roll against him.
The villagers are like going for the gusto now.
They've already killed 2 of the guards, and the other 3 guards
Okay.
are like back to back trying to get to the door alive because they had over 30 people plus you 2 coming for them.
Yeah, I think we're sparking a revolution here. I'll go for the kill, baby. So what do I do? I need to roll something?
Just your weapon that you're attacking them with.
Okay.
You got them all
And-
knocked up.
Bonus dice? Did you say I get bonus dice for the?
Yeah, do 4 bonus dice.
Okay. Well,
And then he's gonna roll a flat weapon skill to defend. B5. Okay, you kill him. You can describe how you kill him if you want, and then what you do next. The 2 of you, you're kind of behind, you're in and behind the crowd now, or I should say maybe the mob that is, very quickly moving towards the door, very angry and drunk on Dwarven Nog.
Are there any other guards near us? I mean, I feel like
The
started
captain
this,
of
we-
the
we
guard is currently being held hostage. He did not make it out, and the other 3 are abandoning him in a triangle formation, trying to get out of the tavern.
okay.
I say we take them to the castle and make our entrance.
Ooh, gutsy. I like that you're a little crazier than a little crazy. Okay.
Let's ask this captain a few questions before we go.
Yeah, I don't even remember why we went in, went in here. It's been like 2 weeks since the last session. I mean, we were trying to get
We fed them some nog and we cheered them up and we got some info about what's going on in the town. What's going on is the magistrate, who is a dwarf, has kind of become corrupted.
Yeah.
And he's hoarding the riches. He's hoarding the food and everything from people, but he's also persecuting people from our followers of Asher.
Yeah, I mean, they're anti-religion, right?
Yeah.
So do you want to ask him about the magistrates and the madness?
Yes.
Yeah, you can lead that. I'm probably coming off the nog or something.
But before I do that, is the person that the guard stabbed definitely dead?
Yes.
Okay.
You go over and check him, and there's no pulse, and he's sitting in a pool of blood.
So, I kneel over him, and I recite a prayer to Asher, the mother of the harvest, the goddess of nature, to protect his soul as he travels to the next life. And I close his eyes. Then I turn towards the captain. His people are tired of the way you've been treating them.
You're an outsider.
Why has the magistrate turned against the people of Dalaran?
The magistrate does nothing except selfless acts of kindness towards his people. He looks enraged. There's probably like a small handful of townsfolk around you, and two men are holding him, and a couple others are. Two of them have swords. They've picked up swords off the dead guards.
Are you sure you want to keep saying that? They're not very happy with you right now. Tell us the truth. Why has the magistrate turned against his people? Who is this advisor who whispers in his ear?
He like starts to look really nervous, kind of looking around. He has a sword to his throat, and it's not my fault. I can't do anything about it. I'm as much of a slave to the system as any of you. Look, I'm sorry, but
You're right. It's not your fault. And today is your chance to turn things around.
This is your fault. If anything, if this continues, the whole town, they'll just send an army out here.
There's no greater army than the people with a will of justice in their hearts.
You're gonna get all of these people killed is what you're gonna do.
This is probably true. I say out of character. Again, tell us who whispers in the magistrate's ear. Why are the people here starving?
I mean, is torture like a veil or line or something? Because like at a certain point, a little crazy.
I think it was one of ours, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I feel like a little crazy is inclined to like maybe push the guard a little harder with like, maybe. Well, let me see if I can pull that up.
I mean, he already has a sword against his throat.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe a knife in his shoulder, literally in his shoulder, might. I don't know. I mean,
so
I feel like at a certain
exactly like
he's not gonna tell.
He's hesitant to say anything. You can tell he's scared of even talking about this, but then the peasant starts kind of draws just a little bit of blood just as a threat, and he panics. And so if you want to roll some kind of persuasive roll, there will be a potential repercussion.
Okay. So I have to convince him to tell me what I need.
They'll kill me if I say anything. What does it matter what you do to me? You've already begun the end of everything. They'll burn down the entire outer district because of this. You need to go stop those people and keep my guards alive, and you need to let me go. If you kill me, none of you will survive.
Can I, using falsehood, can I basically tell him we can protect him? Like, basically try to reassure him that, like, nothing's going to happen to him, sort of, if you talk, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I would let you roll falsehood.
Well, obviously, that's potentially a lie. Like, there's no way we can guarantee that. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to kill, like, that's not like a falsehood, like, we're actually going to kill him. I'm just like, we can't guarantee we can actually protect him.
Right, you won't actually. Sure, yeah, no, I'll let you definitely do that.
I mean, if that kind of like, so I'll pull the knife, like, out of his shoulder, however much again, I think it's a veil, so we don't have to talk about it. But yeah, just this idea that, like, if you tell us what we need to know, we'll protect you. Nothing good can come of withholding the truth in this situation. The tide will turn. As Lenora said, the justice will come now that the people are awake.
Tonight is the night that you begin protecting the people of Dalaran.
Nice.
I will help him with my oratory, or vice versa.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not good at falsehood, so if you have, but I guess oratory wouldn't. It might be better falsehood just contextually, because oratory is meant for like a crowd, right?
Yes, and we have a crowd.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Well, if you have better than a 2, you can take the lead, and I can help with falsehood. Whatever
Okay.
you prefer.
He says,
Well, the way I've been playing it is that she's been, giving this sort of sermon the whole time.
Yeah.
To everyone, but now and I say this thing about this is your time to stop protecting these people. That's my attempt to convince him.
Mm-hmm.
that
Before
now
Yeah,
is
you've
the
been
moment.
taking the lead. Like, falsehood should help you, rather than the other way around.
So you have to tell me what my obstacle is. My intent is obviously for him to tell me the things that I've asked.
what are you gonna use for that? You could also bring extortion into it, and
So it's an oratory test. I was gonna for conspicuous
sure.
and harvest god wise. I'm not really extorting him.
Yeah.
Lenora's mind, she's not extorting him. She knows that Ivo might be, and is okay with it.
Okay, sure, and then take help from falsehood. Also, before in response to you, he says, it doesn't matter if I can protect them or not. The Golden Army will kill you all.
Is that a name we've heard before? Is that?
That's your army.
Isn't the gold? Yeah.
I thought we are the Golden Army.
So what is that? That doesn't.
Well,
make
because
sense.
the Golden Army has been corrupted, right? By the
Oh, right. I'm forgetting like the foundational storyline. What's the ob?
If it's oratory, it's the average will of the crowd. If it's extortion, it's his will. It's basically who are you trying to persuade?
You tell us.
Yeah, let me open his
Nick.
aid. His will is 3. So ob 3.
Okay. And I put my help dice in my bonus dice. Is that correct?
Let me see.
You say accepting health, and then you put 1 in your bonus dice. Yes.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Wait, where'd my sheet go?
So you should have 4 dice from oratory,
I should have 7 dice
1
total.
more,
Okay.
2 more, 3 more. Yeah.
Let's see them.
Yep.
I think I did it.
You got it. 4 of 3.
And because I have falsehood of 2 on an ob 3, that would count as a difficult test for me.
I believe
Yes,
so.
sir.
Okay.
It might be a challenging test, frankly.
Yeah, 2 over.
Oh, I think it said ob 3.
Oh, 1 over. Yeah.
Okay. Good work.
Okay. Look. Ever since Skagos showed up, the magistrate has been acting different. All right, but what am I supposed to do? I'm a captain in the guard. We just follow our orders, all right? It was not our choice to withhold food from the villagers.
What do you know of this Skagos?
Oh, I'm sorry. You recognize the name Skagos as being Amelise's head advisor. And he disappeared, like he wasn't around very much before her coup. Or the coup against her. Trying to... Here we go.
So he's a traitor to our cause.
I don't know if he's a traitor, but he at least knew enough to get out early. So
He's rounding up members of our army, and
There's a whole
According to-
squadron.
but
There's
yeah.
a whole squadron of the Golden Army inside the castle walls. They've been here for some time. We snuck them in under guise of being regular guards.
the squadron of the Golden Army, and this bounty, this prize that they've been offering for survivors of the Golden Army. What's being done with those people?
Well, they're being executed, of course.
Sounds like traitors to me, Ivo.
We'll do what we can to keep you safe for revealing this information.
Just you'll have
How
to-
many people? Like what are the numbers?
There's at least 50 of their soldiers, and they're led by Antoine. And Antoine, was a high-ranking officer in Amelisa's army, and he was known as the Merciless. And he had no problem just burning entire homes to the ground, sometimes with the family still inside.
Okay. Tonight, the people of Dalaran will deliver justice to those who we could not protect before. There's far more than 50 of us.
You don't have soldiers here, you have farmers and tradespeople. They'll be slain by the dozens before you take a breath. You have to get them to stop this riot right now. Most of the guards are young men celebrating the amount of food they're fed inside the castle walls. They will not hesitate to cut these people down until this reaction is quelled or squelched.
Is there a way in?
There's an access tunnel far outside. It's not known to many.
Okay, so here's my crazy idea. I'm saying this as a player.
Yeah.
That we we're not going to lead the village, the people of the city to their death. That we try to get into the castle ourselves, and take control of the situation. I think this is also a crazy idea. We can also lay siege to the castle. There's lots of things we can do here. But my crazy idea is we go in there, we get Skagos and Antoine out of the way, and we make the magistrate see the error of his ways and feed the people of this town.
Yeah, I'm just trying to we're at this point where the story is clearly shifting, and I'm trying to think of like how my beliefs would evolve in this moment where, yeah, I mean, we need to, you know, I have things like we must perpetually be on the move until we've reached safe haven. You know, avenge Amelise by knocking the Order of Thomas down. You know, like I think some of that's evolving in ways. I will obtain necessary documents for the party to move freely. All that shit's like sort of not relevant maybe anymore at all. So I'm just trying to think of how.
I'm also going to say at this point, Dakath and Loop, you are sounded like you were moving pretty fast to get to your companions, and so you quickly approach the tavern, and 3 guards run out, followed by a huge contingent of angry townsfolk wielding broken bottles and stool legs as weapons, charging after them, and they're running up towards the gate, yelling to open the gate, open the gate.
That's strange. Well,
I
do you want to go
also
into
think that's strange. Do we
the
follow
tavern?
them? Or do we not? What is your opinion?
I mean, we're after our friends, right? So
Yeah, you're right. Let's go group up.
just go in the tavern. They must be in a hurry.
Yeah.
And you find a guard captain with a sword close to his neck, blood on his neck, being questioned by Lenora and Ivo, and a handful of townsfolk.
Yes, it was a mistake to give you that bag of cash.
We had a good time. It was fun and then adventure.
The betrayers are here.
Yes, so is the devil. Or much has happened in the last 20 minutes or so. I saw the spirit that animates evil in the hearts of men.
This betrayer, or these betrayers, are they the primary betrayers, or one of many? Are they just
Goggles and Antoine.
Oh,
They have 50 members of the Golden Army in the castle.
interesting. I don't think we can take 50 armed men.
But perhaps we can reach the magistrate and my brother. And I don't mention my father. And have him see reason.
Yes. May I make a suggestion of act? So those 3 guards that ran by us, they're clearly telling the 50 armed men to come here and kill us all right now.
That's why we're going to sneak into the castle.
What I suggest is, as I lean in and say, we have all the villagers tell the guards that are coming to kill them and us that we left quickly towards the temple up north.
and then we go to the temple up north.
No, and then we go to the castle. Also, I know where the sickle is.
So we want to lead. You want to lead the. You think that the soldiers will come out of the castle.
Yes, that is my hope. To come kill us.
I think they have no intention of leaving. That's why they've been hoarding all the food.
That might be true. What do we lose with this lie?
I think these
Okay, now I'm
affairs
trying to
are-
think. What would it take to get them out?
I think these affairs are trivial, and we should leave and make for the sickle at once.
And the sickle's in that temple of the north?
Yeah, that's what the ghost. I tricked the ghost into telling us.
Yeah.
The ghost says I am not worthy to grant the sickle, but what of you 4 or 3?
And what? This is out of character stuff. Like, what is the point of the sickle?
It's the holy artifact of our god.
Yeah.
But is that somehow?
One of my
how does
beliefs is that we can't let the Chancellor get the sickle. So if someone knows where it is, then it is very high priority to.
Yeah. I'm just trying to like kind of square the circle, or what how do I pick?
Okay,
Where-
I see what they're saying.
Character, I'm happy to go and do the castle thing.
No, we
If you recall, Connor, I think it was the opening scene of the game was you were discussing how Amelie had the sickle, which is the icon that basically held her people together. Like, she was seen to be chosen by your god, by Asher, because she wielded the sickle. And when she died, a couple of you saw it fall from her hand, but disappeared. And the Chancellor seemed enraged that the sickle wasn't there, and that's when you all made your escape and deserted.
I think I'll go ahead and throw out like a line for you all to chew on, since everyone's sort of like in this moment of thought. I think Ivo would probably go with this sort of train of thought.
We lose nothing by heading north now to get the sickle. This injustice will continue. Entering the castle can wait, perhaps. The only reason we should perhaps consider the castle and intercepting Skagos now is to perhaps end the suffering of the villagers outside the castle. But if the Chancellor gets the sickle, then perhaps all is lost.
And my brother is inside, as is the magistrate, who was once an honorable man.
Dwarf,
With her
right?
family, then we should
Yes,
go.
it's dwarf, honorable person.
What were you saying, Nick? Sorry.
If it's a matter of your family, then we should go and ensure their safety.
So this is like back to the metagaming. Is this sort of like a pivotal moment for Lenora though? Because if it's a matter of like the artifact of your god or your brother, is that like pretty dramatic, pulling in two directions?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what's going on. Though she thinks that defeating the people in the castle will appease the god's wrath as well.
Yeah.
So, Loop,
Just curious.
going
Yeah.
back to your conversation with the entity, it had said you will never obtain the sickle without fulfilling its testament. And I don't know if you would.
Yeah,
I don't know if you would share that with the group or not. It's. I just wanted to remind you of exactly what it told you.
I probably would, but I would have to defy the temple. Is what it's defile the temple.
Exactly. And so I don't know if that's something you would tell them or not, or keep to yourself.
I don't know. I don't know if it was. It also said I would never do it because I was unworthy. So I don't know what Loop is thinking.
Well, it implied you were
Is-
unworthy because you weren't willing to turn the temple towards anti.
Yes, I think what Loop thinks is that the entity just wanted me to like destroy the temple,
Yeah.
and Auntie has the sickle essentially.
Oh, so you think it was lying to you?
Yeah, it can lie. But it does think the temple is up there, and it does think the sickle is up there, is what I got from that.
Yeah, I would say that, you know, based on the terms of summoning, you think that it believes what it was telling you. Like, you think it would have had the ability to point you in the direction of the sickle if you had burned the temple. I keep forgetting what they actually call it.
Yeah, let's go in the castle. Let's figure out how to kill 50 armed and armored men.
But I don't think we have to kill them all.
Tribute.
If we can just get the magistrate free of this.
The armed men are former members of the Golden Army. They are probably the single most powerful force in this current local area. Just because, like, they're dudes with, like, armor and weapons.
So,
I mean,
I have a crazy idea.
I like crazy.
This is a player thing.
Okay. Well, I like crazy.
Lenora says, "Come with me outside."
Okay.
Are you
then
dragging
try
the
to-
guard too?
And she tries to call all the people who are there. You know, who are still there, like around us.
Do you take the captain out too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The others,
And I
if
say,
you
if
take...
you believe,
Go ahead.
if you believe, Asher will tell us what to do. Are you willing to devote yourself to her, to feed your families?
Gosh, you're defying, like, generations of anti-belief. I think... it'd have to be a roll. Persuasion. Keep it simple. Or doctrine, if you want.
So none of these people are believers, right? There's not like secret believers among them. I'm sort of trying to weed them out. I'll tell you what
Gotcha.
my long game is here. I want to make a faith test to ask for guidance. Lenora wants to ask for guidance from Asher to tell her which way to go, to the castle, to the temple. But she needs the help of other believers to pray with her.
In that case, I want to just make it like a simple ob 1 then. And you can use whatever skill you want as your main, but then you can fork in probably a lot. Harvest Godwise, Doctrine, Oratory, History.
Okay, I mean, I think it's a... what kind of test is it?
Yeah, I'm looking at Faith specifically.
It's either oratory or conspicuous.
Yeah, you could do Conspicuous for sure.
Okay. All right. Lucas, I know Loop has strong beliefs.
I'm not going to help you because I'm going to be doing something else while you're doing this.
All right. I'm rolling conspicuous. I'm forking in my oratory, my harvest godwise.
Can I don't know if mechanically this is possible. I don't really have any skills that can help. But I mean, I have all these traits that I feel like if you're trying to like be conspicuous, you know, things like boaster, a little crazy. I also feel like narratively some sort of helping die of just surely after what we just did, you'd be able to command their attention, if that makes sense. Like the context is helping
Right.
us.
So, I mean, I guess Ivo could also say something to drum them up.
Yeah,
And
I
if
mean,
there's a little bit of lie in it, then it's falsehood, you know?
yeah. I just don't have the faith that you have, so I'm trying to think of like what kind of falsehood I can drop in there.
Wait, so Ivo's not a believer?
Nah, not really. I mean, it was more about Amalise giving him an opportunity at redemption. more than,
Personality
like-
worshiper rather than a god worshiper.
Yeah, and just, you know, she was great. Yeah. Okay, so maybe the falsehood is that promise of, you know, basically just your hype man, right? Like, we can do this if you all are in. And it's less about faith and more just about like full commitment in the task at hand, if that makes sense. Like because it isn't going to be easy to like storm the castle, right? And you know, I mean, I guess a less faithful person or dwarf would take the tack of like it's about commitment and a willingness to sacrifice. And only with that full commitment can we accomplish what we're trying to bring you.
I think your falsehood would be that you pretend to be a true believer and come off as a true believer, but you know maybe in your heart you're not.
I don't know. I mean, no, I don't think I'd do that because I feel like that would be disrespectful in a way that like they would know, and I don't want to disrespect their faith. Like Lenora, like I feel like that would be like a slap in the face to just fake it.
Unless you think your character is becoming more of a believer over time with all the events going on.
I don't think I'll evolve in that way. It would have to be like way more dramatic. But again, I think I can still help by again promising this liberation, but only if everyone gives their all. Like there's no like half stepping if we're gonna like storm a castle and overthrow this, you know, unit of our former army and
That's
stuff.
a falsehood because you probably fully believe that it's not even possible and they will die in the process. So I'll allow that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm basically like, you know, fudging the odds.
Right.
That's the falsehood is like, you know, we can do this, you know, and it's like, maybe.
So
Like,
the downside to this is twofold. Because like you said, you're leading, this is kind of a linked test into your faith test.
Faith test.
And so twofold rebuttal is that Antoine and, you know, a handful of his people, maybe not all 50, will come to the courtyard, but there will also be kind of a nearly cataclysmic natural disaster if you fail this.
Okay.
Like an
All right.
actual
Well, we have a
thing.
few dice. We might be able to do it.
Can I mention the thing I'm going to be doing while this happens?
Sure. Yeah, let's do that first.
I'm looking for that archangel again, or that angel again.
Okay, in what way?
I'm just looking around, like, where is it?
Oh, Just
Oh my
barely made it.
Yay!
I told you it would eventually happen when I rolled. Well, we made it. So if any of these people are
Yeah, I'll
Um,
say all 6 of them kind
okay,
of have changed their
Then I-
tone, and you can tell they're not like, they're not just suddenly true believers, but they seem a lot more open to what you're saying, and a few of them say praise Asher.
then pray with me, and I'll let Lucas do his thing while I attempt my prayer.
Observation.
I don't even know if I'm doing anything. I'm just kind of looking around, like, maybe it's around.
Okay. So Lenora drops to her knees. She says, Asher, mother of harvests,
Yeah. Did we lose you, Myron?
Ob 5 faith test.
Ob 5.
Yes, on her faith of 6.
Okay. Can you fork into faith?
No, but the way that the help works is that for every like 20 or so will dice of the people around you, you get +1. So their prayer, the power of their prayer joins in, which is why I also asked Ivo if he was faithful.
Interesting.
Count if it's obviously a like polytheistic, like the gods are real and doing things around, so I believe in Asher to that extent, and would also like assistance.
Yeah, I don't think it's the only god. I don't think anybody says it. Asher's the only god. Just the best one for now.
I guess I've sort of been serving Asher in a way for a long time anyway, so.
So Reed, is me looking around for this weird angel thing gonna help us at all? If not, I will pray.
Well, I mean, it's kind of up to you. He insinuated that something is following you. A high-powered demon of Anti at that.
All right, I'll continue to look around.
Okay. I'm gonna make it's a versus test. Observation is specifically to find hidden things,
Yes.
including ghosts, and so I'll set an ob for you here. Oh Jesus! 6 successes. So you have an ob 6.
Okie dokie. My observation's pretty good, actually. No, it's not. It's terrible. What is my failure consequence?
You'll be possessed by the entity.
Well, said I was doing it, guys. You ready to kill me? Alright. How am I even gonna do this? 6? I think I'm just gonna back down. Am I gonna coward myself out?
Possession and
I think-
summoning, it means they share your senses. It's not that it fully takes over your body.
Oh. Yeah, whatever.
But you feel it in you.
I feel it, and it feels me, essentially. Okay.
We'll dig into that later. You can go ahead and roll your faith test also, Lenora.
Oh, I
Alright.
yeah.
So how many helping die do I get from the accumulated will of the crowd?
Their average will,
Yeah.
it'd be 6, I think. They're all, or I guess it'd be, they all have will 3. 18 divided by 6, so bonus 3.
Maya, what's the point of the fate test again? Or faith test? Excuse me.
Asher is going to basically give us a sign, send us a sign from God to tell us what direction we should go in. They're giving us guidance.
Yeah, I'm gonna coward out of this observation test. I feel like that's the right choice overall.
Boo.
I there's no chance I could win, and I don't like being possessed by the devil, the
Yeah.
literal devil.
But it would be interesting.
Wait, so how many bonus die do I have exactly, Reed?
I guess what
The most I can get from the people around me is 3. From everybody is 3.
oh, so you get 3 just from the people you just proselytized to, even.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because you could add
Alright,
in
so-
Daketh is a true believer, but I don't think it'll change it much. His will's only 5.
All right. So set my obstacle to 5.
If I were to pray and my will is 6, would that make it 4?
It says where does it say it only max
I think
3?
the maximum I can get at all is 3.
Never mind.
Is it under human magic?
Yeah. So just set my obstacle there, and I will.
Emotional magic. Oh, I'm sorry.
Use that, Artha.
My obstacle is 5.
Yep.
Oh, your bonus was 3. That's right. Sorry.
All right. It can be done.
It's the same fallout if it doesn't happen.
Holy shit!
Oh my gosh.
All right. How does
Okay.
Asha deliver her guidance?
There's suddenly a crack in the sky. This red, blazing hot red fire begins shooting down, and it hits right into the castle itself. And there's a massive explosion, and a huge chunk of the wall gets blown away. And you hear screaming from inside. And we'll end the session with that.
Suddenly, Ivo feels a little bit more faithful.
All right, let's do Artha.
Yay!
Oh, that was interesting.
Should I do the grief thing?
Oh,
Or actually, maybe that should wait until I was gonna do the lament for the fallen, and I don't want to wonderment and potentially cause a bunch of these townsfolk to run away.
We'll do the Lament of the Fallen after everyone has died from a castle siege. That's
Fair enough. So yeah, maybe not. for you for
Let's
now.
do. I want to go backwards. I don't have much time at all. So I'm thinking for beliefs we can even do, unless y'all want to. You continue going out me actually.